Hi guys, Mr. Leonard here again. Now you've just printed the first graph from this lab. So to create a new area to work in, I'm going to hit this plus sign down here. All it does is creates a new spreadsheet for me and move on to the second data table, which is labeled 44-2, ozone loss and ultraviolet radiation. Now, we all know that ozone helps protect us from the deadly UV energy, ultraviolet energy, that's coming from the sun. So this graph is going to show us the relationship between our percent ozone change and our change in UV that's received at Earth's surface. To make this graph, it's again very simple. We're going to be using a line of best fit again. We start by first typing in our percent ozone change. Now you notice it's 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, so on your data table. We're going to use the same method that we used to type in all of our years. So if you click and hold, you go to this bottom right hand corner, you get the black plus sign, and you drag down till you get to 60 and release. It just does it automatically for you. Then we have to type in our data, so 0, 5, 12, 20, and so on until you've typed in all of the data for this part of the lab. And I'm just doing this in real time. It's real quick and easy. You see, just a matter of seconds, I've already completed it. Now it's time to make our graph. Just as before, click, drag, cover both columns. And this is already going to be up, but if it's not, you can go to Insert Chart, and this menu will come up again. We want to select XY Scatter just as we did before, and select our first option. Again, this is going to be too small and not showing up as a full page. So we're going to Control-click and move the chart just as we did before into a new sheet and click OK. Once you've done that, it looks like this. Again, we don't need the key or the legend, so I'm going to click and delete it. This way it will maximize my space. There are three things left to do. That's label the x-axis, label the y-axis, and create your title. I'd like you to do those and then, of course, create your line of best fit. So we're going to start by clicking on our graph, going to Toolbox, and we're going to label our horizontal axis first. You notice it goes 0, 10, 20, all the way up to 70. This is showing our percent ozone change. I'm copying this directly from the data table. Double check my spelling. Looks good. Now go to the vertical. This is our percent change in UV radiation at the Earth's surface. So you've all gotten a sunburn probably at some point. That's from UVA and UVB rays. That's what we're talking about here. I hit enter, labels it in automatically. Notice I don't have a parentheses with any units. That's because both of these are percentages. And I started out percent there and percent there, so I've already identified my units. Last thing to do is type in a title. We can just use the title that is given to us on our data table. This is percent ozone loss and ultraviolet radiation at Earth's surface. And again, you can pause this and rewind at any point to complete this. And just going back and looking, I did spell this wrong. Earth's surface. So there we go. It's always good to check your work. The last step is to create our line of best fit. I control click, just as we did before. I'm going to add trend line. I don't need to mess with any of these options. Hit OK. You're done. Print this out, answer the analysis questions, turn in both, and you're good to go. Bye-bye.